mostly forced on you because you're playing the 3-3 Dino. No, Ruben wasn't at the invitation. I was referring to Thijs. And oh my god, the game is already on the way as we have a Firebrand Fanatic entering the fray and taking first blood for Thijs. Ooh, we have a very fancy land for Ruben here. So Thijs, he is mono white, mono Okitra man, but he also has Karizev mono red pirates in his toolbox. Okay, Stevens looks like he's on blue-red control. I'm expecting Enigma Drakes to come out of this deck at some point. But he is dropping quite quickly. Headstrong Brute here for Thijs, evening out the curve at what must be one of the most optimal runs already. Sailor of Means is a good stop sign for a bunch of these cards. But with 4 mana you also have the Chandra burn spell available to you that not enough people are playing at this point to take that straight out of contention. Swashbuckler for Thijs, already on 8 permanents here, so Cutlass for example becomes pretty scary if this bad boy is on the table, and we have a second copy of it. Headstrong Brute has Menace. Karizev brings her monkey friend to the party. Kill the monkey, the monkey actually makes for the 10th permanent, so that is a turn 4 City's Blessing. Double striking Swashbucklers are ready to play next turn. One of them gets shocked, but we still have one to pick up a Cutlass if that's the last card. Shocked. If that's the last card that is hiding in Thijs' hand. Would be the dream draw for him, I'm pretty sure. I think this is the nicest curve that I've ever seen coming out of Thijs' deck. Evers. Yeah, mono red pirates, definitely a deck you cannot disregard. Sailor of Means, number 2. Ruben building a wall to protect himself here. Thijs has to start puzzling how he is going to punch through, considering whether he should attack with the Swashbuckler, as a double block would kill that, but that would mean that 3, 4, 5, 7 damage comes through, and he has a Fanatic that's still alive, unless that single treasure that is looming on that table has a shock hiding behind it. I think this is all too willing to offer up that trait. Yeah, 6 damage doesn't attack with the Fanatic. I think I would have attacked with it as well, since it dying would represent so much damage from another source. And even the double block, oh, just doesn't even go for the double block, just kills the monkey instead. Poor little monkey. Actually, Shadow, she actually just started playing Magic this summer, if I'm not mistaken. So Amy has been... Wow, Thijs just showing double lightning strike in his hand. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. This is how fast Mono Red can dispatch of an opponent when there is not too much interaction coming from the other side. And you have the dream curve. What this was pretty much exactly what happened. I should stop putting Mono Red in the feature match. It's always so boring. So sideboarding. Let's listen to a song. Very sad violin. Let's make it happy again. So, in the meantime, what's this? Pirates Blue version versus Red version. Nintendo and Game Freaks is buying into the Gentry magic confirmed. What the hell? So, Shadow, whatever dosage you're on, either increase it or make it lower because the drugs dose you're on right now is making you weird, man. Makes the balance with game 1 last round. Yes, game 1 last round took 43 minutes. So in exchange now we get an 8-minute game that just ends with strike you. Yeah, monument style decks are a pretty strong portion of the meta game right now. Esper entered the battlefield as well. And I think that has a pretty decent game against the Boros dinosaur deck as well. So... But still, I think when it comes to building the craziest curve and curving out, Boros aggro is either in dinosaur form or in vehicle form are the two hardest hit decks. Maybe red-black vehicles as well, but nobody ever plays that anymore. It's so 1999, you know? Or something. Okay. So, sideboarding done. Thijs patiently waiting for what Ruben will bring to the table. Ruben on the play this time, so that should help him already. No more damage to the face before you even play a card, for example. Must feel slightly better. I hope Ruben will get to bring some more game to the table here. Be a little more entertaining, you know. Ruben going down Milltown. Come on, Ruben. You can do it. You can do this. Okay. Come on. 6-card hand. The nuts. Crush this. I hope he's red, so the most likely sweeper he's playing is the Cannonade, and that's unfortunately non-pirate creatures. But we are off to the races. 6 cigars against 8, and we have another Firebrand Fanatic going for First Blood. First Blood. I need that as a tune as well. First Blood. Opt for Ruben. Opt is even worse than Shock to look for Ungatherer. Opt smoothing out his draws. I don't see that much land hiding in Ruben's hand there. Swashbuckler. A lot less intimidating at this point than we've seen the previous game where it was play them, they get double strike. Go. I think we see a Shock hiding out in Ruben's hand. He can wait out the next turn as Well, the bravado that Thijs is playing does give +1/+1. So it's chart, of course, I think. Draw 2, discard a card. Yeah, that's chart, of course. Discards. Can't see what he discards. I have no idea what he discarded. Second Fanatic coming out for Thijs. He's counting out his permanents. That's the 2/1 menace. I keep forgetting what the name is. Is it Trailblazer? I keep thinking that every card I don't know is Trailblazer. Ha! I was right this time. Goblin Trailblazer, 2/1 menace. 7 permanents for Thijs. And that's a Blazing Volley. A sideboard card usually reserved for token decks, but doing very good work here. Brazen Buccaneer to reload. Finds a land apparently. That's a 2/2 haste. 2/2. 2/2. That's not the ballerina dress. We have 3 mana for Ruben, and he's already been dunked all the way down to 10 life. And that's keeping into account that he got a 3-for-1 on the Blazing Volley there. Baral for Ruben, showing that he is apparently very spell heavy. Enigma Drakes are most likely also coming out, and keeping the mana open for a shock here. Oh, the Daredevil coming out. Dire Fleet Daredevil. Shock on it. Not that relevant. I think taking out the Swashbuckler would probably have been more interesting. Unless, yeah, Ruben thinks that this is also negating the ability. Yeah, no. Thijs, being the sporting fella, lets him reconsider. It was Lightning Strike. Yep, Lightning Strikes out of the graveyard of the opponent. Yep, to get rid of Baral, and comes in for 2 with the Buccaneer. Buccador. But I think I see 2 Enigma Drakes ready to stabilize the board in Ruben's hand. This is number 1. Yeah, mono red doesn't really benefit that much from its rare, so it's very flexible in what you can play. Second, Brazen Bucker. And this time it reveals a pirate, so gets an extra counter, but I think that Enigma Drake is a 4/4 flying right now. Explorer chooses to put it in the graveyard, and is on the punch through as much damage as possible plan. So knows that this attack will get Ruben down to 4, which is very much within burn range for Thijs. Goes down to 1. I goes like, yep, show me what you got. Thijs' Hellband has no cards in hand, but any top deck will kill him now. So Ruben has to play his second blocker here or get rid of a creature. Oh, reveals that he's also playing black, so he might have been color screwed this entire time. Thijs rubs his hands. What's coming from the top? It's a burn spell, and the game is over. Thijs taking it in 2 very swift games. In the second game, Ruben had a bit more chance to fight back, but in the end, it was not to be. No!